How's it going, guys? YoungsterJoey here, and I'm back with another Wi-Fi match. And I actually have an NU match today, one of the first NU tier matches that I've played since I've been recording, but it's really good. And you know, I don't want to have, well, NU match is a tier that, in my opinion, is one of the funnest tiers. It's such a large tier. So if you can't tell by the team preview already, I have made a mono Kanto team, and I'm playing one of my good friends, Mike. I have played him before in that VGC match, and basically what happens was, we both won another match. I was getting a bit slow with the uploads and the Wi-Fi battles. And Smug on Wi-Fi Battle Finder is down as well at the moment, which is extremely annoying for me because it's harder for me to find battles. So we basically said, yeah, let's make two quick teams in and let's have a battle. So he's using 6 of his favourite Pokemon, and I'm using 6 mono Kanto teams. So I've got a physical defensive wall in the form of Wartortle, who's also my spinner. I've got a special defensive wall in the form of Hypno, who is also Choice Scarfed and has Trick. I have my Stealth Rocker, which is my Golem. I have my Revenge Killer, which is my Raticate. And then I've basically just got Pikachu and Charizard there just to do whatever they can. So that's enough of me rambling on, and let's go ahead and let the battle begin. So I am going to end up leading off with my Golem. This is such a good set that I found. I think it is straight from the Smuggler website. Most of these sets are going to be. And he does predict me to lead off with my Golem. I do like my Stealth Rocks, but I'm not scared at all. He is going to go for the Sunny Day, which gives me a free turn to be able to set my Stealth Rocks, which is exactly what I'm going to do. And noticing that he isn't going to be able to set up his entry hazards, I'm going to set my Stealth Rocks and I'm going to get out of there and try and keep my sturdy ability, which is exactly what I do. I do predict the Giga Drain, so I go out into Alduin, the Charizard, who's going to be able to set that Giga Drain really nicely, but then I completely realised what I did. Charizard did such a big counter to Blossom, this thing is probably going to have Hidden Power Rock. So realising that, I then switch out into Jimmy Savile, the Hypno, who is going to be able to take that hit extremely nicely. I do predict that very well. Good play on my half, I believe. Predicting that Hidden Power Rock, which is going to do jack shit against my special defensive wall. So I am going to go for the Trick. He then predicts my Trick extremely nicely and goes out into his own choice unit, which is his Choice Banded Floatzel. So we're going to exchange our choice items. I'm going to get a Choice Banded, he's going to get a Choice Scarf. And yeah, so nothing much really happened there. I'm still choiced, and so is he, except he is now scarfed and not banded, which is nice to know. This thing can hit harder. He then gets a flinch on me. We're actually on Skype together, and I was like, you dare flinch me, and he gets a flinch, and the Sunny Day is going to run out this turn as well, meaning that the next Waterfall is going to do twice as much damage. But that doesn't matter because I'm going to hit him with a Thunder Wave, and yeah, a paralysed Floatzel is pretty much a dead one, to be honest. He is Choice Scarfed as well, which is completely going to cripple him being paralysed. So knowing that he's locked into the Waterfall, I'm going to go into my Rubber Dinghy Rapids, and being my physical defensive wall, that is going to do absolutely nothing to this thing. So I'm able to take them physical hits for days. That was a critical hit as well. I'm completely mad, definitely. And he's going to send out his Regice, and we kind of know a little bit about what each other's teams do, and I know this Regice is a massive thing, is a massive threat. So, and the reason why is because it is a Rock Polish modest max special attack life orb set, and that scares the shit out of me. So I'm going to hit it with a Toxic to try and limit its sweeping capabilities, and then I'm going to switch out into my Golem, predicting the Rock Polish, which is exactly what it does. And you might be thinking that this Regice Golem matchup isn't the best, but I do still have my Sturdy. I do predict the Rock Polish mean that I can get a free switch into Golem and still keep my Sturdy ability because he doesn't have any entry hazards up. So he then goes for the Ice Beam after setting up a +2 Rock Polish. That is definitely going to take me down to my Sturdy. And I reckon that after Life Orb Recoil and Toxic Orb, not Toxic Orb, sorry, and Toxic Damage, he's down to the range when Earthquake can kill, and that's exactly what's going to happen. This thing doesn't have the best physical defensive side, and so it's easily going to go down to the Earthquake. So he now brings out his Blossom, thinking that he can just simply kill me off with a Giga Drain, But no, if you haven't been able to tell already, I'm called LolBoom, and I'm called LolBoom for a reason, because I go boom. I'm going to go for the explosion. I'm going to get the cust-up berry, which is going to allow me to go first. So I'm going to kill myself, whilst then being able to take down his Blossom as well in the same turn. So going out there, doing work, doing Kanto proud. Yeah, so he goes out into his Torkoal now, and I'm going to go into my Jimmy Savile because I am still choiced. I do kind of want to, you know, try and cripple any of the Pokemon that he does. So he predicts the trick on his Torkoal, which is nice, and then switches that into his Floatzel to do so. I predict the switch and go for a Wish. You know, any HP is nice whenever I can get it. So I'm just going to do that, Wish off, and then switch out into my Rabbidingy Rapids, who walls the fuck out of Floatzel extremely nicely, as he goes for the Aqua Jet to try and kill me off. But of course that's not going to happen. That does like absolutely no damage to my Waterfall. In fact, it does negative damage as I get all my HP back from that Wish, which you know, is always nice. So no, he can't do fuck to me. He's going to go out into his own physical defensive wall, which is his Torkoal. But you know, I'm going to predict that switch again nicely. I'm going to go for the Seismic Toss, and this thing doesn't have the greatest HP, so a couple of them is definitely going to take it out. So yeah, you know, I'm sitting really nicely. I can't remember what the score is entirely. You know, be able to find out with that old Photoshop layout that you can see on the side. He does decide to stay in, which is nice for me because that thing is a huge wall. And yeah, so he manages then to get a free switch into his Lanoon. I know exactly what the thing's going to do. He's going to try and set up on my face with a belly drum and attempt to swoop the rest of my team with the extreme speed. But you know, I'm just going to say no. You're not allowed to do that. And the way I'm going to say no is by the next move, which is going to come now, and that is the Haze. Haze is a move that eliminates all stat changes on the field, whether it is negative or positive. He has a +6 attack, which is you know, max, and I'm just going to get rid of all that with the Haze, meaning that his moves aren't going to do shit. He does show me the Seed Bomb, which would have been scary from a +6 Lanoon, but of course I am max physical defense with a Violite, so the Seed Bomb isn't going to do shit. So he knows that, so he's going to switch out into his Sork, who will be able to hit me hard. Yeah, I actually outspeed somehow. I don't get. Oh no, he switches in on the Seismic Toss. Yeah, I remember now. And then he hits me in the face with the close combat. That is going to hurt. And then he gets a crit as well, which is like, ah, dude. Nice, I guess. Yeah, you know, to be able to take out my Waterfall like that. I fair play to you. So my plan here now was to send out my Pikachu, and then keep setting substitutes up because I did not see any Life Orb recoil. I did not see any leftover, so I'm going to think this guy is choiced, and then bring him down. So after a couple of times he's used close combat, his defenses are low enough for me to be able to take him out with a Thunderbolt. But he does switch up moves, and he does show me the Earthquake, meaning that he is not choiced in any way, shape or form. And so, not wanting to take an Earthquake and attempt to win that matchup, I'm going to send out my Hypno as Death Farter and let that thing die. So Jimmy Savile is going to die. That does kind of suck, but I'm able to get a free switch into my Alduin. I'm able to hit this thing right in the face with an Air Slash. That is definitely going to OHKO. This is a Life Orb set. And yeah, so again, you know, I'm looking really nice. I'm sat with my Charizard at fairly high HP as he brings out his Floatzel. And this thing is easily going to die to a couple of Air Slashes, if not straight away. He goes for the Aqua Jet though. I think I should be able to live at least one of these. I watch my HP go, and yeah, I'm able to live that quite nicely, 92 HP, and I'm able to hit him again with the Air Slash, and that is easily going to take this thing out. This thing has like no defenses whatsoever. Things like base 55 defense and base 55 special defense. Again, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but yeah, it's nice to know that the Air Slash is definitely going to take it out. But he is then able to switch out into his Lanoon. That's going to be able to nicely revenge kill me off with the extreme speed. Yeah, it's actually quite scary because he might be able to just about take me out. Extreme speed does have a higher priority than both my priority moves. But I am going to send out my Raticate, and my Raticate is in the top percentage of Raticates need I not remind you, I'm going to go for the Protect to burn my Raticate. I am going to get that Guts activated, which is nice. I get a 50% raise on my attacks. He goes for the Extreme Speed. I'm fairly certain this isn't going to take me out from full HP. I'm watching the HP go, it's going, and yeah, I'm able to nicely survive that. If it was a critical hit, it would have knocked me out and he would have won the game, but it doesn't, and my Raticate wins us the game. So you know, that's why my Raticate is in the top percentage of Raticates, because he wins games like that. So that's a nice 2-0 against Mike. Again, he doesn't have a YouTube channel. I probably will have another few battles against him. He's a great guy. He's not so much a fucking hero because he did get that crit on my Wartortle, which definitely mattered. But yeah, so leave a thumbs up if you enjoy Kanto teams. Leave any more comments or suggestions for any other teams that you think that I should try and do, such as a mono type or a different monogen team or monocolor. There are a few different tiers that are available on such battle simulators. I'm waffling on for way too long. Like, favourite, subscribe if you want to see more, all that good shit. My name is YoungsterJoey, and I'll see you later. Sweet.